Hey, he says it like he doesn't. This one, you see him? This guy came to my house. I made him food. What did he tell his mate? My food was average.
And you were right. Should Mark have a food channel? Absolutely not.
Guys, welcome back to the I'm Catholic Project. So we have a special guest, Diane, and the same old guy, Marco.
Can you be seen in this shot? Is it just going to be like... What's up, guys? Welcome back to the I'm Catholic Project.
Let's say that, didn't I?
No, I don't know if you said it with as much oomph as it needs.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, there we go. Guys, we are so blessed and privileged to be joined today by someone who's a dear friend of mine. And if you ask her, she will not agree in any way about that part. But I am very lucky to have the wonderful Diane Cilengi.
Not the full govy.
Cilengi.
Full government.
And
name.
we know her by Diane. She is the person who's roasted me most in the comments, but also one of the biggest supporters of this channel. And if I'm honest, probably one of the first people I ever imagined joining the channel, or at least being a guest in the channel. And unfortunately, I want to tell you a story, but unfortunately, God's got great things in mind for this wonderful person, and she's going to be leaving us in South Africa to go over to America to do the Lord's work.
As I should.
As you should. Very selfishly, obviously, anyway. But we didn't want to let her go without being able to hear what it is that she can contribute to this channel, but also more importantly, what it is that she can contribute to this church, because I already believe she's one of the most important youth ministers I've ever met and someone who's inspired me to be better in every single way. So, now with that introduction, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
I don't know if you want to say anything, any like introductory, anything?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, super stoked to be here because I've watched almost every single one of these from the start. So I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to talk to you. As much as he thinks he inspired me also, so that's so awkward. You know when you just both inspire each other, crazy. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
I mean, like literally it is lastminute.com. Diane's going to be leaving us this week and she really made time to be here and I'm very grateful. So let's not waste any more time. We have a couple of questions that are quite critical. I did prepare Diane by telling her the questions exactly a minute before we started shooting. So really I want to know about your journey in the faith and why it is that you're Catholic, what it is that inspires you, the challenges that you face in the church, as well as the beautiful things that you find in the church. And so first question, very simple one, and one that I think I'm going to ask for every person that I have on this channel. Why? Why are you Catholic?
No, I pretend like this is a hard question. It's not a hard question. Why am I Catholic? Because it makes sense. I tell all the kids that I do confirmation with, I tell all the kids I do catechism with, and my friends, it's just always made sense. Like, yes, I am a cradle Catholic. So I did have the privilege of starting off right into it. But for me, it was also a choice. And way before confirmation already, it was a choice. It was, what kind of person do I see myself becoming? And why do I want to be that person? And who's going to get me there? And the answer had always been Jesus, Christ, and the true, real presence of Christ. So whether it was through communion, whether it was through confirmation, at a point I wanted to become a nun. So
it's not too late.
I want to have children, respectfully. Thank you, Lord. So it had always been, I want to be someone who serves the way Christ did, sacrifice the way Christ did, love and forgive the way Christ did. And the best way to do that was as a Catholic.
Oh, I love that. Okay, well, unpack that. Like, it makes sense. I think you've just explained a little bit why it makes sense, but there's going to be a lot of people who don't necessarily see that, right? And there's going to be like other people who find a different way of it making sense outside of the Catholic Church.
100%.
And I mean, is there anything that you have to say to that if they were to say, yeah, but you know, Christianity outside of the Catholicism also makes sense? Is there anything that you have to say to that?
And in good, true form, respectfully, I will just tell them, okay, what does the real presence of Christ mean to you? It's not a representation of Christ. It is, what is the real presence of Christ, as in communion, as in understanding transfiguration, specifically transubstantiation every time.
So
Every
like
time.
3 times fast.
Yeah, transubstantiation.
Hey,
Boom.
transubstantiation.
That has always been the most real that God has ever been in my life, and also adoration.
Oh yeah.
You know, so just having access to the real presence of Christ on earth, like touch, you know,
Yeah.
touch grass,
feel.
touch you. It can't get more tangible than that.
Get you.
And that's always what I explain to them. And sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. There's days when it doesn't land for me. Right? There's days when like I don't get that feeling. You know, I don't get I don't get that oomph behind it. I know that we're not looking for that. But what I want to know is like, have you ever struggled with it? Have you ever had that journey where you're like, God, I can't necessarily see what you're doing, but
Yeah.
I'm going to trust you over here.
So you mean everyday life?
Oh.
Noted.
Ooh.
Yes, no, I definitely have. Not even just in the sense of God's presence, but also his plan. Also how people move around you. Because obviously people have their own free will, and how they choose to act can affect you. Crazy part about life.
What? No. No, you gotta, you know, you live in a box, no one else is around you. You gotta be good all the time, brother. You're Catholic.
So yeah, no, it has. And I think the biggest challenge has always just been, like, God, I'm doing all this work to better myself, to better the world that you put me in. And then everyone else is just kind of on their own mission. And I just want to understand then, why am I working so hard when it feels like no one else is getting the memo?
I get you.
So I know that has been a challenge.
When you're out there fighting for it, and you like walk into a church and some auntie is having the time of her life, and you're like, the only thing you do is send a good morning, God bless message in the morning. Yes. And you're just feeling it. I'm like, how? I
want to be like you.
Yeah, like I want that bit. Like, God, come on, you know?
Yeah, no, it is. It's a challenge, but it's also like a good challenge, because it reminds me, oh, her path is so much different to mine. Yeah. Her calling, so much different to mine. We could grow up and have siblings. We could grow up in the same house, same parents, and our paths and our journeys with God
completely different. Yeah, no, I get you.
So yeah, it's a reminder to just be humble and focus on what I'm supposed to do, but it's also just like like God reveals himself differently to different people, but that doesn't mean he's less or more with me or disappointed in me. It's just a matter of, okay, what am I here to do? Let me focus on that good work, because I know he has plans for it to be fruitful and prosperous.
Hi, did you enjoy that video that you just watched? Maybe you should consider subscribing to I'm Catholic Project, and you'll get more. Anyways, guys, part 2 coming soon. Sorry to cut the video short, but yeah, you get what you get and you don't complain. Part 2 coming soon. Stay tuned. Cheers.